Hello everyone, Pulse here, and welcome to the continuation of my Pulse impressions for Leviathan, last day of the decade. Now, as you may have noticed, we're kind of at a different screen than we left off with the previous video, and that's due to just the way that the game wouldn't let me pause, to be completely frank. I clicked on one thing kind of by accident, and it took me through this whole spiel that I couldn't really get out of. But essentially what happened, not much, was just I was worried about this head and how am I going to tame it. That's what the scroll says. And in order to do that, I have to promise to her that there won't be a repeat of what happened to her in her past life. And the person that we're playing as, this little kid Oliver, was kind of afraid and telling his friend Kale that that's impossible, right? You told me that she died from the decade, that the decade killed her, and I can't promise her something like that. The decade is going to happen again, or that it's strongly a possibility that it will, so I can't promise her that. But then my friend Kale came out and admitted that the decade didn't kill her, and he sent us this photo, and from this photo we have to pick out what it is that she really like died from. What was her kind of dying situation? What is it that she needs to be protected from that we can give her, that we can promise to give her? So let's go through this photo. It's pretty gruesome, as you can see. It's not this virus that the decade seems to be. It's a bunch of people with their fancy futuristic phones taking pictures and video of this beggar woman being beaten to death on the street by canes. In fact, let's inspect this here. People are crowding around. They're just looking at her as the aristocrats make fun of the old woman. And some people are taking pictures on their phone. No one is helping her. Something troubles me in this picture. I need to look at it again. Let me see her face here. She hides her face from the blows. It's a horrible scene. My heart sinks when I see such things. Why didn't anyone want to ease her suffering? Wasn't anyone afraid of angering the aristocrats? Something else still looks important. Something I must have missed. That last thing. Those noble vermin are beating up the old lady on a busy street just for fun, and the people, they just watch. I see she suffered from apathy of people in her life, and when she was dying, did she suffer even more? There isn't anything interesting left in the picture. I need to talk with the gargoyle. I have to be correct or she'll kill me. Slight load there. Come on. There we are. The gargoyle hovers in the air, staring at Oliver with evil, dead eyes, whispering, "What made you so unhappy, gargoyle? What killed you? Was it that you were living in poverty? You were poor? What tortured you the most? Oh, Jesus Lord, bite me on the neck. Oh God, it killed me! Okay. Let's try that again. I didn't think you could die in this, to be honest. The gargoyle hovers in the air, staring at Oliver with evil, dead eyes. What made you so unhappy? No one helped. I feel stupid now, because that was obvious. I don't know. I was in the moment, I guess. The people on the street didn't help you, right? That's what you were sad and angered about. The gargoyle stares silently at Oliver. You were alone. Many years you suffered alone in this world of apathy. I don't know if you had children. Maybe they deserted you and your life became even more empty and hapless. I'll help you, do you hear? Now you'll never be alone. I promise. I'll be with you always. I swear, do you hear me? I swear. Where did she go? Where did she go? Oh, the music's changing. Oh, she changed it back today. A green aura surrounds the demon momentarily, and over its forehead a golden rune quickly flashes and disappears. What in the hell is going on with this? This is weird. It's slightly buggy. Every now and then I'm getting these like very weird hiccups, which is weird because this game has like 0 graphics. But Hey, turn off the lights. My eyes are watering, says the gargoyle. Unbelievable. It worked. I am victorious. And not dead. Oh, master. Oh, fuck. Looks like the Vorgo thinks I'm its master. Is it permanent? Oh, I don't know. I can't believe it. A real gargoyle. Now I have my own personal demon. Think about it. I am so cool. I'm so cool. Name, your wonderful name, my master. I hunger to hear it. What shall I call you? I don't even believe it's true. That means I can choose any name? Considering the whole thing, she wants to have people with her. I'll be nice. I'm not gonna have her call me Demon Lord or anything. I am Oliver Vertran, but you can just call me Oliver, Miss Fargoyle floating head demon thing. Oh, Oliver, I will repeat that name before I sleep, master. By the way, if you wish to know my name, it's Edna. Edna, the floating demon head with sparkly, googly anime eyes. What do you desire, Oliver? Maybe we should kill someone in honor of our sudden meeting. What? Okay, question. And you can really kill someone. Wow. Oh, of course. Would you like to see? No, let's not do that. We've had enough for one day. Don't want to. Maybe you would like to contemplate a brutal murder, or very brutal murder. A very brutal murder of inhuman torture with death coming from the shock of pain. And torture, do you like torture? Water torture, honey torture? Maybe you prefer lashes. The rack, iron shoes are boiling. Would you like to see them? I'm a very gifted demon. Holy Christ, she's just ridiculous and violent. I understand. You want me to drink someone's blood, gut, or strangle them, feed them to animals, or just curse them? I can do all of those things. I'm a big floating demon head. Stop, damn it. Just bring me some candy or something, Edna. There's a shop in the nearby street. Candy? You just want something sweet, my master? The Vargoyle looks disappointed and softened at the same time. Collecting yourself, Oliver. Don't worry, I'll bring you exactly what you need. Just wait, sugar. And she disappears. Lovely. Before Oliver can say something, Edna disappears into the air. Now, let me see. That demon is so tiresome, my head is spinning from all of her idle chatter, although Kale would like this old hag. Noise is heard in the corridor. I guess Mother returned home. I need to go say hi to her. Now let's get on out of here. Let us continue on. Mother is speaking with someone in the bedroom. I should listen in. Yep, let us listen in. What are you leaving? What are you leaving? I missed you so much, and now again. I have to leave, Sherry. They gave me 2 weeks, and most of that time I spent traveling here. Tonight, I'll stay, but tomorrow, once the sun rises... Oh, what was that? Who is she talking with? I don't know that voice. It seems familiar, but... Mother! Yep, she's a harlot. All day. Honey, I was just getting ready to call you for dinner. Who were you talking to, Mother? You shouldn't be eavesdropping, dear. Your father is here. He's terribly tired from his trip and asked me not to let anyone in his room. You can see him tomorrow when he's rested. She says, like any harlot would say. I want to see him, damn it. He's my father. Go on to the kitchen. Dinner is getting cold now. I often think that Mother doesn't hear me when I talk. Oh, there we go. That was weird. Come on. Downstairs. Yeah, this game's not perfect. It's got a couple little things going on with the frame rate every now and then just really breaking up. But for the most part, it runs fairly smooth. Looking around, I'm here, dear. Sit, eat. Mom, why hasn't Father come home? Looking aside, whispering, my master Oliver, I terribly want to watch you eat dinner. May I? Whispering, Edna, what the hell are you doing here? Go away, hide quickly. You'll scare Mother. Oh, no, master. She can't sense me at all. Demons are able to become invisible. Whispering, she doesn't care about us now. I'd wager that she's hiding something. Want to know what? Want to know, master? Just look at her, stressed out, strange. Do you think aristocrats act like that? Oh, maybe her family deprived her of her inheritance, and she just found out. Or her family is really mud-blooded and died during the start of the decade. I don't want to scare you, master, but try not to go into the quarantined areas. Won't this demon ever stop talking? I don't think that she can shut up. Whispering, I should have known. Maybe your mother has a lover, or two lovers, and now she doesn't know who to choose. She's torn. Whispering, still, now that's a good story anyway. I still like it more than anything else, master. Master want me to kill one of them so your mother doesn't have to choose? Edna, shut it. Please, I'm sick of your talk. Who are you talking to, dear? No one, Mama. No one at all. You're hearing things. Oh. Oh, weird hiccup there. Mom, since you're talking about Father, why doesn't he want to see me? He's tired, honey. He's asleep. Lies. I can see it in her eyes. Lies. Whispering from Edna. Eat, Oliver. I sent Catherine home and made dinner myself. Ever since I cut her salary, her cooking has become unbearable, and she doesn't even try. It's like I don't even pay her. She's avoiding the topic of her father. Why is that? Edna, shut your fucking mouth. Calm down. I can figure it out without your help, Edna. Why are you always mumbling? Well, Sunday we've got an appointment with the Rosewoods. You know, Myrtle Rosewood won't marry you if you behave like you're crazy. Good, I don't like Mother, Mom. She's like a boy, and she's ugly and likes to fight. The wedding is far off, honey. It'll be many years before Myrtle becomes your wife, and she'll turn into a real beauty. You'll see. Oh, for goodness sake. Don't believe it, my little lord. A woman's beauty withers right after the wedding, and if the marriage is of convenience. The Rosewoods aren't the most influential family, but you won't have to choose. Oh, my boy, why do things have to be this way? Why are times so tough now? I don't know, why are you a whore? Sorry, I'm jumping to conclusions, but I'm assuming. Master, keep away from her. Your mother isn't herself. Keep her within your sight, just in case. Stop. She's fine. She's not strange. She's just tired, Edna. Look at these horrid spots on the floor. I keep trying to clean them, but I don't think anything will work. And these people kept silent. They killed him with their apathy. Whoa, that was weird. Who is him? The people? Spots on the floor? What in the hell are you talking about, Mom? Wake up. Huh? Oh, sorry, boy. I was thinking. Let's talk about school. Professor Kreese complained about you, and Professor Kortnix wasn't very happy with you either. Let me see. Kortnix is always unhappy, Mom. I think he hates everyone, and Kreese is a nasty old man who reads boring old books, and the school is just boring. For goodness sakes, school is boring. Although I liked yesterday's lesson, Professor Kreese told us about demon rituals and sacrifices. He even cut up a chicken. Shakes her head. Did you really have to look at dead chickens? I don't think Kreese knows what he's doing. And Malabus and Sean argued over whose bodyguard is tougher. Sean had a mercenary, a cool one. Malabus had a girl, a mudblood. She had no fingers. Prosthetics. Prostheses? It's a weird word. I've never seen that before. Each finger was like a knife. That's disturbing. She's flip-flopping topics very quickly in her head. She's all kinds of messed up. It's probably difficult to live with knives for fingers. She doesn't care though. She's dead, and Malbus was mad as the devil the whole day about it. I hope she didn't suffer long. When I was your age, I didn't care about bloody fights. My friends and I had books, magic, stories about this and that, and we played a lot. Have you ever heard of Secrets? It's a simple game, and we all liked it. You just need to find a secret place and hide a gift. What kind of gift, Mom? Anything. I remember how Mabel gave me jewelry made of garnets and sweets. I gave her silk scarves and amber that my grandfather sent. Oh, she laughs. Haha. Haha, these stories of good times make me happy. At the entrance of Kreuzheim Academy, where I studied, there's a bugle statue. Mabel hid gifts in there for me and the bugle. Good times. Oh, she's very happy now, my mom. I don't know why she's flip-flopping topics so much, but she seems happy. That's okay. Oh, I totally forgot about dinner with all this talk. Sit, honey. Call Jenny. We haven't had dinner together for a long time. Mom, Jenny doesn't live here anymore. What? How? No. What? Why is that? Why is she not living here anymore? I'm so confused. She left the city a couple years ago. You sent her to study magic, remember? Don't you remember, Mom? Don't you remember? The bells are chiming in the background. I'm so tired. I'm terrible tired, son. My memory, it doesn't work like it used to. Quietly and sadly, eat, Oliver. It's getting cold. And then we sit down to eat. What? Thanks, Mom. It's no worse than Catherine's, right? She smiles. Go to your room. Study while I... What is it? Did you hear that, Oliver? There was a sound in the backyard. I'll go see what happened. Mother leaves and Oliver is alone in the kitchen. Master, didn't you want to see your honorable father? Of course, Edna, but Mother locked the bedroom door and has the key. I can't see Father until he wakes up. Oh, sweetie, I heard how your mother hid a key in the kitchen. I swear by Joel it's here. I'm coming to really enjoy this floating head character. She's so morbid and gross, yet she's like the key to me getting the answers that I just, like, my little boy mind can't help but search for. And that face, those googly eyes, she's very funny. Alright, then we have to find it. Okay, Edna, let's find this thing. Cabinet, I suppose. A cracked old cabinet, the glass doors quietly ring when I touch them with my hand. We have lots of furniture. Why would she hide it in there? She wouldn't hide it in the boar's head, would she? A pig head with smudges of blood. It's laying on a silver plate with greens and vegetables. Curious. Okay, I suppose let's look in here. A cast iron Dutch oven. I already looked in here. Yeah, that doesn't do anything for me. Oh. I bet you it's in here. Let's open this up. There, haha, we've got the parents' bedroom key. Oh god, we're going upstairs. We are going to see what is going on. Yeah, your mama still likes to play secrets, my lord. Oh, Jesus. So as we have a key with us, open the door, Oliver. Quickly, my sweetie. Edna is right. I have to hurry. Mother says that my father is very tired, but I want to see him so much. I hope he won't be mad. Oh, please don't have a dong on the screen. I know this is like 18 plus, so please, for the love of God, don't have a naked guy in here. There's just nobody answer. No answer. The room is empty and cold. It doesn't look like Father's here at all. Dad, what are you doing here? Mom, and why don't you ever listen? Didn't I tell you not to bother your father? I just wanted to see him, but he's not here. Didn't you say he was asleep? He probably went somewhere. Maybe he could sleep and... Oh, just go finish your homework right now. Oliver's mother takes his hand and leads him out. Obviously, her man whore jumped out of the window into the back door, or out of the back window, and just took a leave from the backyard. Mother, let go. Mother, how did Father have time to leave? Like he walked right past us? And why is the bed made up? Where are his things? He couldn't have traveled light. Mother opens the door to the playroom study, Oliver. It's like she can't even hear me. Why doesn't she talk about Father? Don't stop, honey. Let's go. What did you have today? Reading? Then sit down and read and be a good boy. I've had enough today already with your teacher calling and all. If you're going to misbehave in school, then at least learn something. For goodness sake. Mother says that Professor Kreese is a great teacher. I think that he's a crazy old man. Only wackos would make me read such huge books. Okay. I suppose we'll read this guy. This will be the study book, I presume. Indeed it is. This is a dusty old book. The half-erased title is printed on the cover. The most important events in the history and geography of the land of Leviathan. Grandfather said that many generations of veterans have studied this book. He also said that every pureblood family should have a history book like this one. Only nobles are taught in my school, so everyone in my class has a book like this on their desk. Professor Kreese makes us read passages from it. The first pages are a long list of its chapters. What should I read? Let's figure out what this decade is about. I'm very curious. 1 of 12. Every man in Leviathan walks in the shadow of the decade, and every living creature should have knowledge of it. Here you will find all that you should know. 2 of 12. The decade is a great plague that covers the greater part of the continent, leaving only the borderlands unaffected. So, as I expected, the decade is indeed a plague that is just wrecking everything. The plague occurs at irregular intervals. Sometimes only a few years pass from one decade to another. At other times, 2 centuries may go by. So that's fairly interesting. The decade itself always lasts exactly 10 years. One can predict precisely when it will end with an accuracy of up to a week. So it happens at weird intervals, yet they're able to predict it, and the reason it's called the decade is because it lasts exactly that much time and plagues their land for that much time, but the intervals in between them can be long or short. So it's a fairly interesting plague that they just can't control. Decades present no threat to pureblood aristocrats. Their noble heritage protects them. Mudblood bastards and commoners become sick and die, however. The number of deaths is particularly high in the capital. This is not surprising. Kreuzheim has always been at the heart of the epidemic. When the decade begins, the heavens darken and twist into an immense funnel, and a thick blue fog spreads from the base of the tower. The fog is the plague, the disease. Any mudblood who is caught in it will inevitably be afflicted. The afflicted can likewise infect others. The infected experience great thirst, chills, a fever, and a throat so dry that every time they cough, they start to bleed. Oh, God, that sounds awful. Flies reproduce in open, festering wounds that produce vile odors. Dark, painful sores appear on the bodies of the infected. The disease rapidly progresses. Often, the afflicted die within a week, while others carry on for 3. Out of 20 afflicted, 17 perish. There's no cure for the disease, although charlatans make assurances. The suffering of the afflicted can only be eased by giving him plenty of fluids. Oliver stops reading. I think I'm done with this. Actually, you know what? I'm curious. There was something about gods. Yeah, what is this? Let me see here. A temple has long been veiled in the swamps of the north. It is a sacred holy place, as is the Leviathan itself. Legends say that there is an underground volcano exploded and vanished, and all that remained was an immense crater full of otherworldly energy. This energy penetrated the foundations of the scorched earth, with a stream flowing into every vein and light that was seen for many, many miles around. The light drew the attention of the people. Rumor spread to all the cities and towns. Hundreds made pilgrimage to that place to feel of its power. It soon became clear that the source of this great power was infinite. Light from the depths of the earth gave men energy, power, and long life to any who touched it. Next to the blazing spring of energy, wounds were mended, pain was alleviated, and chronic diseases healed. People moved into the crater's slopes. They dug holes into the ground that smelled of smoke and lived in small, squalid homes just to be close to the source. Centuries passed, and the power that poured from the heart of the earth dried up. The light of that power inevitably faded, and the people began to leave that place. The land, once teeming with life, became deserted. Soon, only those who cherished the land most remained near the source. They called themselves the Cohens. And so the Cohens established a council. They decided to restore the former power to the crater at all costs. Night and day they dug into the crater, and soon the fire shone once more, only 100 times more powerful. Those who suffered reached out to the volcano, but how everything was different. The Cohens told them that they needed to do so. The flow of energy would not stop. The pilgrims grabbed their picks and shovels. The crater began to quickly grow. Many people cut up rich black earth daily in order to find the fountain of energy, not stopping even for one moment. The scrolls did not record the name of the Cohen who offered to turn the mouth of the volcano into a temple of every god of Leviathan, and there was a great many in that age. He said, any blind believer trusting will take his idol and bring it. The source will give of its power, and you will give the source of the power of your hands. Tribes and free cities, all people, small and great, after those words were uttered, and their populations moved to the Cohen's realm with tripled force. Oh, goodness. Millions of hands raised a temple greater than any in the universe in the mouth of the dead volcano. A ring of underground galleries was dug around that blazing source. And finally, each idol had its own chamber. Night and day, its followers worked in the temple shaft, served their god not with word, but by deed. Oliver stops reading. Okay, I'm done with this book. Close the book. Okay. Already dark. How long have I been sitting there reading this damn book? My lord, can you hear that? Hear what, Edna? Shh, don't speak loudly, my wonderful lord. He's already here, in your parents' room. A bad man. I can smell him. The air is saturated with his scent. Can you smell it, my master? My master. No, strange, such a strong demon. And are you sure you can't smell it? A small, strong demon? Oh my lord. No, stop it. I beg you. No, mother, mom. Oh god, okay. I'm tingling to know what happened. Get in here, quick. Oh my lord. Mom? Mommy? Why are you looking at me like that? No, it's not true. It's not true. A stranger is standing near the window. He killed her. He killed my mom. What the? Where are you two? Where? There are two of them, but I just saw Is that you, Oliver, my boy? Don't be afraid. Please, I beg you not to cry. I'm sorry, incredibly sorry that you had to see this. You're trembling, calm down. There's no need to. Oliver, listen to me. I know that it was a monstrous thing for me to do, but there is no way to undo what has been done. May what you just saw tonight be nothing more to you than a bad dream that will vanish from the first rays of the rising sun. Yet you will say to yourself, I understand everything. That was the last nightmare I'll ever have. I needed it in order to wake up, and if I didn't wake up, my life would still be a dream. Go to your room, my boy. Tomorrow will be a new morning, the first morning of your new life. And then he goes all Super Saiyan. Edna, where are you? Yes, Master. Edna, kill them faster, Edna, kill them. Of course, Master. This is how my story began. My mother was murdered on the first day of the decade, a 10-year epidemic that plunges our country into a series of endless deaths and funerals. The killer was never found. Inquirers from the Bureau never found any evidence, and in any likelihood never really tried. No one cared, no one heard the tears of a young boy who made claims about a killer in a shadow, and I ended up in an orphanage where soon a new quote-unquote father adopted me. His name, Christian Orwood, the man who murdered my mother. When we met, I pretended not to recognize him. I may have been a child, but I understood that this was my chance to get near him and exact my revenge. Who knew that it would take so much time? I didn't want to kill him. Rather, Christian deserved to rot in prison for all of fucking eternity. All I needed was evidence. I just needed some evidence. But I found none. So 10 years have passed. In depths of despair, I almost gave up, but one day I got a call from my best friend. He was excited and said that I needed to meet him right away. He was talking, almost yelling into the phone, about a clue that he had just found. Something about a ring. Very interesting. Wow. The story of this has been incredibly engaging, and the doors just keep opening to very intriguing story. And if you're interested at all for this experience, that it's maybe not a game, but you want to know the experience and the story going on in Leviathan, last day of the decade, I would definitely suggest taking a look at this. It's, as you can see, very gruesome, very over the top, very dark, and I'm sure we're going to find some just incredibly dark storyline going on. It's just, I have to say, again, as I did in the first one, I don't normally go for this kind of game, but the story is really well done, and the artwork is incredible, and I really feel like I just want to keep going and finding out more. And as you see, it's just so many secrets, so many mysteries that need to be found out. And hopefully this gets the green light, the thumbs up from me. Of all the Greenlight titles I've played thus far, for this not being a game, I feel like this is one of the most worthwhile and worthy Steam Greenlight titles to vote for. As you can see, it looks like, oh, actually, it looks like it's out now, maybe. But they're getting approval on Steam. How interesting. I might actually have to pick up the other stories. I'm very, very intrigued. I don't know if I'll be able to do it right away, but I'm super curious to see what's going on with this game. Yeah, so for my first impressions, incredibly fucking impressed. It's not a game so much as a interactive story, but the story is so engrossing, so dark, and it's very adult, and I'm a sucker for the adult themes and the adult-oriented storylines. And I have to give this game 3 thumbs up. I'm going to grow a thumb out of where my pinky is supposed to be and give it 3 up because I am very impressed by Leviathan, the last day of the decade, and I'm so glad I downloaded the first episode, the demo of the game. So, as you can probably tell, I'm very excited for this title, and I would suggest anyone that is even remotely interested in the storyline of this game to give it a vote on Steam so that it can get a little bit more recognition and a little bit more limelight, and then give it a go for sure. Give it a try and get into the story. It's really, really engaging and good. So this has been Pulse, giving you the second round of Leviathan, the last day of the decade. My impressions are very high. I'm loving it so far, and I would suggest anyone even remotely interested take a look. So that'll do it for me, guys. Thanks again for watching. If I could, I'd like to bug you for a like, a subscribe, a comment down below on anything really. And yeah, stick to Nova Pulse Gaming for everything gaming related, Steam, Greenlight, indie playthroughs, and more of my first impressions. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.